Max, what was the difference between this start and last start for you?
Execution. If I did a good job of executing my fastball to all quadrants and then using all the off-speed pitches around that. And Alvy and I did. Alvy was great today. He had a lot of great calls. We had a good rhythm today. So when I can, pitch with all the pitches, locate, was able to keep them at bay.
There've been a few times where you've pointed Alvarez out when he's, calling the game the way that you like it, and you're in that type of a rhythm. What is different about those types of games?
You turn over kind of the pitch calling a little bit more to him, let him kind of get you through the middle counts, and then you kind of know where you want to go in the two strike counts. We were talking about, hey, I was going to let you call that pitch, and then once you call that pitch, I'm calling the next pitch, and letting him kind of dictate how the at-bat was going to finish. And so we did a great job today of being on the same page and working well together, and that's, when you get Pete to hit a couple homers, makes for a good win.
What was your reaction yesterday when you heard that Robertson got traded?
Disappointed. I mean, obviously, we put ourselves in this position. We haven't played well enough as a team. I've had a hand in that, for why we're in the position that we're at. Can't get mad at anybody but yourself, but it stinks. Probably got to have a conversation with the front office. I mean, you're trading our closer away. I'm sure a bunch of people are going to have conversations with the front office.
Did you?
I have not had that conversation.
No.
Yet.
Did you see that coming yesterday, or did it kind of catch you by surprise?
I mean, look where we're at in the standings. Our record is our record. Obviously, the front office has decisions to make. Steve has decisions to make, and we got to understand what the direction of the organization is going to be.
Does it change at all the way that you feel about your tenure here?
Like I said, I got to have those conversations. I have not had those conversations yet, so we'll see.
Those conversations you would initiate?
I don't know. Well, the whole trade stuff, when it gets into that, you have no idea. Baseball's crazy.
Are those conversations you want to have before the deadline?
What do you mean?
Well, there's a few days before the trade deadline.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something, do you want to talk to Billy about that stuff ASAP? Or do you mean like once the dust settles after the deadline next week?
Probably, I would imagine everybody, you got to understand what everybody's going to do. This isn't like the trade for me out of Washington. When I was in Washington, I was about to be a free agent. Our season was going south. I wanted to get traded to a playoff contender. That was the calculus for me with the Nationals. This time around, I'm not going to be a free agent. I have another year here. Came here, done good. We did great things last year. 100 ball games last year. Unfortunately, this year it's not. But with Steve and the rest of this organization, you can see a path forward. You can see a path to contend next year. That's where the calculus is different.
Does the trade of Robertson affect that, though?
Got to have a conversation with the front office
About
everything.
About beyond this season, you mean?
Everything.
What they envision for the organization?
Everything. That's the most I'm going to say. You have to talk to the brass. You have to understand what they see, what they're going to do. That's the best I can tell you. I mean, I told you I wasn't going to come on this until Steve was going to sell. We traded Robertson. Now we need to have a conversation. I haven't had that conversation yet, and I will.
Does that need to be with Steve and with Billy?
Not going to discuss it. Mets brass.
The fact that
That's enough.